What's going on, legends? Welcome. I've got my second office, which is AKA the living room, kitchen. You can see there's some kids' toys there. There's some more kids' toys here and a teepee. So this is where it's happening. Jack is asleep upstairs, and it's better to do stuff downstairs here like this with my makeshift office. But I've got the essentials. Got the black coffee, got the laptop. What more do you need, right? So this one is, I've titled this one here, Boomers is where it's at. I should have said baby. Boomers is where it's at, baby. But I'll tell you the story behind this. Now, before I do, go on over to iwantgymleads.com/case study. Over there, you can go and see a whole client account that we've gone through where we got them it's a whole month where you can see the ads, you can see the images, you can see the automations, you can see the sales process, absolutely everything where this guy got $22,524 of brand new sales in less than a month. So go over there. I'll show you absolutely everything. That's iwantgymleads.com/case study. Go over there. You can check it out. And if you like it and you're like, I love that, I want that, and I need it for my business, there's a button there where you can schedule a time to speak with me where we could talk about doing that for you. Right. Boomers is where it's at. Check it out. So I'm going to show you my ad account. So where I'm in here. And this story came up because as you've probably seen, today is Thursday in Australia. It's Thursday, the 28th of November. So it's like less than a month away to Christmas. And if you've been running ads in all year and then you've seen in the last couple of weeks, lead cost has gone up. Multiple reasons for that. It's nothing to be worried about. It's just simply because everybody this time of year goes, it's coming to Christmas buying season. Like not just gyms, but everybody is marketing now because it's buying time, right? Everyone's trying to buy presents and stuff. So they're like, nobody's that advertised before. They're probably like, hey, this is a good time to advertise, and you probably noticed your lead costs have gone up. And this is exactly what happened for this client here. We've been running like a big budget, $200 a day is his budget for his gym, and he's got an enormous gym. So if you've got a smaller gym and you're running a smaller budget, like 20, 30, $40 a day, still you'll notice the same stuff. But it just means that you spend a lot more money to get a lot less, right? When it goes a lot faster. So we had to come up with something to counteract this and come up with something quick, because bigger the gym, bigger the overheads, the more sales you still need to make to keep stuff going. So we had a brainstorm and we started going and we looked at his targeting, his niche of where he was going for. And predominantly, like most people, it's that 25 to 40 age bracket is where most people are targeting, and everybody in the fitness space hits them. But then I was like, how about we like break it up? Because normally we were breaking up his targeting between men and women, and that's it. But now, what I said is like, how about we get a little bit more niche with the offer? Let's get something a little bit more specialized. So we went a fit over 50. So specialized females, fit over 50, and we started specifying in the ad copy, differentiating things that are specific to people over. And he found out, he went into the club, this is what you should do. He went into the club, into his studio, into his gym, and asked his best clients who are 50 years or older, what is it that they love about the gym there? And he came up with three things. And what was it? I can't remember off the top of my head, but it was something like feel better, don't have to think, and it's like stress-free or something. I don't know. There was all these sort of things. And I can't remember now, but I put in the ad for him. And they were not like lose weight, tone up, community. It was none of that. It was all this other stuff that nobody has been marketing into the marketplace. So we like, perfect, do that. And it's super early days. We've only just launched it, but I'm going to show you here. Can I flip this around while it's on? Yeah, I can. Actually, check this. So if you have a look here, we've literally fit over 50 and we've got 3 leads. Boom, $18 per lead already. And so that's only been on for like an hour. So it's already, his lead cost before that was like 30 to 50. Like it crept up to that period during this last couple of weeks. So that's why we had to make those changes. So now it's fallen in line with $20 or under, which is KPI, right? For what we set for the agency. So now we're starting to get lead costs at a good price, and that's only early, so that should, hopefully, I'll keep you updated to see if that goes down. Now, the thing I like to think about it like this, you're like, Jimmy, this is great, but I don't want to train people over 50. There's a few things that you need to think about. You don't have to train for people over 50, but that was the way that we went, because he had already had those type of clients in there, and now we're just targeting that small niche to attract those in during this time of year. And there was a few things. One, the boomers, once they make a decision, because that's my parents' age, once they make a decision, they usually stay with it longer because they're a bit more old school. They're not so flaky and jump from thing to thing. And then they've got time because they're not working, they're retired. And they usually got to, if most of them are usually saved up a lot of cash because they come from the era where they needed to save, and, they're established in their lives now. And then spending $50, $100 a week for personal training, or however much your prices are, it's not going to be that much of a big deal because they're not going out and blowing their cash on big nights out with their friends and whatever. They're more stable, right? And so they become great clients because they end up being there for 12 months and beyond, because they're there for not just aesthetic reasons. Sure, they want to lose weight, tone up, all that stuff. That's great. Of course they want that. That's a byproduct of feeling better so their body doesn't hurt as much when they get up in the morning to walk around. Do you know what I mean? Injuries like lower back might be starting to get weak, and knees and joints, bone density. Maybe a husband had a heart attack and that scared the shit out of him. So now they've got to make sure that they're in there to keep blood pressure. So it now becomes health focused, which is why we came into the fitness game to begin with. So I feel like that this is something that people should consider. Now, if you don't want to go for the over 50s, fine. Find another niche. It doesn't have to be age bracket. It can be specific to something else. So whatever it is that you do, look for that, okay? And I want to tell you a little story about why I think you should niche out a little bit more, especially this time of year. And maybe moving forwards, it's a good idea to have these different niches, so then you can have a wide range of offers to market to, so you're never out of ammunition for marketing. It's that Pareto guy. He came up with that 80-20 thing. You've probably read the book, you know what it's all about, right? Where 20% of the effort produces 80% of the results, or the other way around, or maybe 80% of the world's worth, the money, is owned by only 20% of the people. And so, and he noticed it happened everywhere in life. You use 20% of your apps on your phone 80% of the time. And how about this one? This one applies here. 80% of the gyms are going after that 20% of the population, that 25 to 40. So the competition is through the roof. Lead costs are going to be through the roof. And think of it like this. If 80% of the people are going after only 20% of that population, then if we stick with that rule, only 20% of the gyms in your local area will have 80% of the market share of that age group. Think about that. Now, if you know that there's a massive competition there in that area, then why not branch out and go somewhere where you could be the person scooping up all the easy wins? While everyone's fighting over here, you've got this wide open range over here that you can go and scoop up. That's just some food for thought, and I thought I'd share that with you, as that's literally something that we just got off the phone to yesterday, and I've created the campaign there this morning, so it's all up and running and good to go. And if you want somebody to help you, like me, help you with your marketing, create these niche offers, go on over to iwantgymleads.com/case study. You can go over there, see some of the work I've done. You can see a whole thing, start to finish, ad, image, everything, and the reasons behind why we used it. And if you look at that and you're like, yeah, that's cool, but I want you to do it for me, Jimmy, there's a button there where you can schedule a time to speak with me where we could talk about doing that for you. So that's iwantgymleads.com/case study. This is Jimmy. Peace. Love you all. See you soon.